Recently, I beat the hardest Pokemon challenge I've ever faced, Kaizo IronMON. It took me 9 months to finally find my champion. This is the story of how I got there. After almost doubling the attempts of our last Elite Ironmon, we decided to spice things up a bit, switch to VOD to pick Ball 2 every time, and we ended up picking up a Gardevoir off the table, who we named Guac. Guac had a pretty cool moveset, mostly physical, but attack was our weakest stat, and we had to rely on that weak attack stat to take on the rival's Marshtomp, who's immune to our Thunderbolt attack. We somehow managed to avoid getting burned 4 times and take down the rival with a barrage of uppercuts, and get granted the move Bubble Beam. With a pretty well-rounded moveset in tow, we take on Brock. He gives us a freebie with a Shelter lead, but then sends out a Mew. Mew was prepping for the holidays by giving us a present, which did decent damage, and then tanks a Thunderbolt from us. Then it goes for Crunch and, again, does decent damage while tanking T-Bolt. Another present forces us to heal. He goes for 2 more Crunches, we barely live, and Mew is taken down without ever lowering our stats. Voltorb is out next, so a Fresh Water is used while he goes for a Flamethrower, and luckily no burn. 2 Bubble Beams take it down, but not before getting critted by a Flamethrower, and we're back to below 40%. Delcatty comes out and tries to use Stun Spore but misses, and 2 T-Bolts take it down. And then Brock sends out his ace, Houndour, who doesn't get one-shot by Bubble Beam, and then goes for Giga Drain, but gets hurt because of our Liquid Ooze ability. Next turn it's down, and the Boulder Badge is ours for the taking. With multiple moves not learned, we are Misty's with the same moveset as before. She starts off with a Moltres that gets one shot by Thunderbolt, and then sends out another legendary, Regice. Normally I'd Sky Uppercut, but my attack is low, so I go for a T-Bolt and almost knock it out, while it wastes the turn with Harden. Next turn it's down, and then Cyndaquil comes out, who falls to Bubble Beam. Dusclops is next, gets annoying with Sandstorm, but goes down with 2 T-Bolts, and then Umbreon is the final Pokemon. He tanks a Thunderbolt pretty well and misses a Stun Spore. We run it back, but this time he lands his move, but because of the ongoing Sandstorm, it knocks out the Umbreon, and the Cascade Badge is claimed. In Surge's gym, one of the trainers has a Gligar, who would normally get wasted by a Bubble Beam, but Gligars in this universe have Water Absorb. Because of that, my only moves that are effective are A, Physical, and B, Weak. That Gligar left us in a pretty bad state heading to Surge. He leads off with a Tyranitar, who hits us with a couple Ice Beams while we're paralyzed, but then we punch him right in his stupid face. Unknown is next, but is quick to fall to Thunderbolt. Meganium follows the script by getting one shot to Drill Peck. Houndoom super fangs us, but we take it down with Bubble Beam. Chikorita is next and brings us down to the red, but goes down after using 2 Egg Bombs. Then Noon is the final Pokemon, and I decide to use a smaller healing item in the Citrus Berry, but he brings us right back down with a Hyper Voice. I use a Moo Moo Milk and hope he doesn't get a crit with Hyper Voice, which thankfully he didn't. Then I somehow outsped him while paralyzed and take him down with a Thunderbolt and fittingly get the Thunder Badge. After clearing out the Rocket Hideout and Pokemon Tower, I witnessed the scariest thing that can happen in a run. My game broke. I'm pretty sure it had to do with the auto repel mod that most of us use in this challenge, but I'm not 100% sure on that. All I did know was that I didn't save after doing all of the hideout in Lavender Town, but luckily I had only been playing for a short amount of time. So I had 2 options. I could forfeit the run due to misfortune, or replicate everything that happened before that incident. Obviously, you know what I did. Now you don't see it here, but if for whatever reason you feel you need to validate my run, the link to the full VOD is in this video's description, just like all my other runs. So let this be a reminder to save often, and maybe a reminder to subscribe if you're new here. I plan on doing something for y'all once we get to 500 subs, so help your boy out and hit that sub button. Anyway, on to Erica. She leads with Exploud, who takes 2 Thunderbolts to go down, but lowers our accuracy in the process. Lugia and Banette are next, but both go down quickly to Thunderbolt. Whiscash is her next Mon, and I knew that it was specially tanky from a previous fight. I decide to risk it and see if Drill Peck can do anything, and it takes it down, and I get excited, even though I'm double its level. Calm down, Shrew. Venusaur is next, I'm like, nah, I can Drill Peck this. And then I missed 2 Drill Pecks because of the Exploud from earlier. I decided to use an Energy Root since Doom Desire was going to hit me this turn, but it only does like 20 damage. Better safe than sorry. Drill Peck connects this time and takes Venusaur down. Delibird is the final Mon, and Thunderbolt connects, and we are officially halfway done with the gym challenge. The run ender Koga was next, and he starts with a Whiscash. Higher level this time, but it still gets one shot by Drill Peck. Water absorbing Magmar is next up, but we luck out with a critical hit Thunderbolt, and that's 2 down. Lunatone almost gets one shot by Bubble Beam, but luckily it was slower and forced Koga to use a Hyper Potion and goes down 2 turns later. Gyarados gets one shot by Thunderbolt, of course, and Swalot also gets one shot for his trouble. Girafarig is the last Pokemon and uses Sludge, and I luck out with not getting poisoned, but Thunderbolt is a 3-hit KO. The second Sludge misses, and that told me that Girafarig had Hustle as its ability. After using another Hyper Potion, he finally poisons me, but I totally forgot that I put on a Pecha Berry. Thunderbolt finally takes it out, and Koga has been defeated. Since my special attack was higher, I decided to go for Blaine first for the badge boost. His starting duo of Mons is Blastoise and Camerupt, who both get one shot pretty easily. Meganium is next, who takes Drill Peck and does heavy damage with a Shadow Ball, and also lowers my special defense. I thought Blaine would heal, but he lets Meganium go down and then sends out Shedinja, who of course goes down to Drill Peck. Weezing is next, gets one shot, and then Blaine sends out for Alligator. He takes Thunderbolts, but insists on using Rock Tomb, which does decent damage, but also misses. My brain just turns off, and I just spam the A button in hopes that I get a crit or something. It finally gets to a point where we both are one move away from fainting, and he's lowered my speed twice. I literally sit there for a while trying to see what I value more, courage or brains. I take a deep breath, go to attack, and I move first. It's funny watching these back because man, I was excited about that ballsy move. But it paid off, and a Volcano Badge is ours. After clearing out as much of Silphco as we possibly could, we head to Sabrina. She leads with her own Gardevoir, but hers is much, much worse and goes down without touching us. Aerodactyl decides to withdraw instead of attacking us, and we take it down in 2 moves. Dugtrio and Omastar both get one shot, and I was in a pretty good situation. Porygon 2 was next, and I knew it had static, so I had to rely on Bubble Beam and T-Bolts to eventually take it down, making her waste a Hyper Potion. Clefable was out last, and I knew Thunderbolt would take it down, and we get the Marsh Badge, and we only have one more badge to get. It was time for the final gym leader Giovanni, and he leads off with Houndoom, who goes down quickly to Bubble Beam. Then Maiden comes out next and sets up the rain to boost our Bubble Beam, and I take down Maiden a couple turns later. Lantern is third, and I wasn't sure if I was gonna one-shot, but I do with Thunderbolt. Lickitung goes for Evasion Cheese, but we aren't falling for that, and I take it down with 2 T-Bolts. Espeon comes out, gives us a scary face, giving me some concern, but also goes down with 2 T-Bolts. Giovanni's ace is a Sneasel, but it survives a quad-effective Sky Uppercut. But luckily it just gives us a mean look, and Sneasel goes down to 2 more uppercuts. I kinda risked it with the 90% accuracy move, but whatever, we won. It was time to head to the Elite Four with the same exact moveset we had since level 6. Let's do it. Let's do it. This challenge has meant so much to me, and I've wanted to beat it. This Pokemon has been pretty good, but item luck hasn't been the greatest. This is the moveset we left the lab with. Done everything I can do. I seem to get confused more than anything, so I'm just gonna put the Persum for now. There really isn't much more to say. Let's just go for it. Let's go for it. We're healed up. We have 2 PP-ups in the bag, which I mean, I'll use accordingly. Bubble Beam and Thunderbolt are already maxed out. Yeah, we're just gonna go for it. I'm gonna take this as slow as possible. I'm sure you've seen the video. I've been speeding up the whole time. That's just how I play it. This is the first time I'm actually acknowledging everything, so. Lorelai's up. I am so nervous right now. I'm so nervous. Okay, Blastoise. I believe we've been one-shotting these. Okay, hold on. Let's check her. Okay, we have 1 X special. Couple X defense, an elixir, and an ether. A lot of X attacks. And a dire hit. Yeah, we're just gonna go for it. Zap cannon, it's faster. Okay, we paralyzed it, that's fine. It's gonna heal right now. I'm just gonna go for Thunderbolt again. Maybe I should have took advantage of that and went for a different move, but... or even used an item, but honestly, nah, it's just a low roll, we're good. Okay. Ferret with Drought. Thunderbolts. Was really hoping for Stab Psychic, we never got it. Pursuit. Yeah, that's nothing. I'm just gonna use the Bubble Beam since we know it doesn't have Water Absorb. Okay. Torkoal. Okay, unfortunately we're in the sun right now. Should probably still see how much it does, I think. Oof. Blizzard Mist, okay, that's good. Okay, I'm gonna go for a Thunderbolt here. Sunlight is still strong, huh? Let's go for a Drill Peck. What did more damage, Thunderbolt or Bubble Beam? I'm gonna go for Bubble Beam. Oh, not Attract, bro. Not Attract. Come on, Glock. Let's go! Another Blastoise, bro? Oh my god. Huh. This one's higher level, so it's not gonna one-shot. Unless it crits. Let's go. Let's go. Ooh, Salamence. Okay. We just gotta go for it again, I think. Big Bomb connects. Big Bomb does a lot. We'll Drill Peck. Connects again. Oh, full restore already. Okay. If we can get another crit or a para. Oh, Egg Bomb connects again. I'm gonna have to. Dang it! I'm gonna have to full restore. This is very unfortunate. Please don't poison me. Oh, it has Hustle. Oh, okay. Get a para, please. Please don't poison. What did... Please don't poison me again. Oh my god, dude. Okay, well we got farther than Goggles did, but... yeah, we're in a bad situation right now. Gonna give the Lum. Oh my gosh. Nidoking, I think Nidoking's faster now. No, I'm not. Okay. Oh, that did nothing. Oh, jeez. I drew cannon. Okay. Okay. Oh god. That was a crit. Oh my god. That's it. Damn. You know, at the end of the day, it wasn't the greatest. I mean, the special attack's pretty bad. As far as potential, I mean, it was outstanding, but we did what we could. We did what we could. Oh. Bye.